unacceptable. That really is the only word and way to describe this weekend series in Reno. A disaster. A completely avoidable disaster. In my mind, Nevada should never ever sweep Fresno State when they have this much upperclassmen experienced players. And I want to get this out of the way right now. The umpires absolutely had an impact on this series. Numerous times when a Nevada player stuck his arm out on a 1-2 count to get hit, the umpire, instead of calling him out when it was clear that's what happened, warded him on base. And not to mention, bunt calls that were weird. Uh, you know, when a batter clearly swung, they said he didn't, and so forth. That said, the umpire was not the sole reason for this disaster, and altitude was not a factor at all. The Bulldogs need to score more than 5 runs in conference, and they had a chance to do that in games 1 and 2. Game 1, they committed 3 errors that led to deciding runs for the Wolfpack. In Game 2, they had a 2-run lead, and the pitchers just couldn't get the job done. In the third game, they were up 8-4. Could have had more. They hit into a double play when bases loaded, 1 out, which has been a theme this season. Trouble scoring with less than 2 outs and men in position. And they had an 8-4 lead going into the bottom of the 9th. And the closer, Guerrero, could not hold on. And, JT might need to be replaced as the closer for a little bit. You can't have your closer give up that type of lead right after you give up a walk-off home run. So the Dogs are going to be playing San Jose State this weekend in Fresno, really wounded, deeply wounded, but is it fatal? Well, we'll find out. They played very well at home so far this season. They should be able to handle the Spartans. Right now they are tied for 3rd place. So they have to win this series at home against the Spartans. And next weekend in Mexico, and I'll cover that next week. Now, we're going to find out the character of this program under Ovi. All right, last year they had a disaster in the second half of the season. They were still able to recover, win the tournament, and go to the NCAAs. Now they've had another disaster. And what's the reaction of the team going to be? Are they going to look each other in the eye and say, this will not happen again, this is a disgrace to Bulldog baseball? Fresno State baseball expects better. It expects us to be in the NCAAs. It expects us to win the Mountain West tournament. And we're not going to let that happen again. We're going to find out really, really soon. I mean, they have not played particularly well, as I have said in other videos so far this year, but they were still winning conferences, still winning conference series, except for one at UNLV. Now, they have to look themselves in the mirror. And we're really going to find out what this team and this program is made of. And I'm sure Garrett Classy is watching too. I don't think replacing Ovi is really that high up on the list for him. But he wants to see a baseball team continue to win. They won the title last year, went to the NCAAs. Got to do it again this year.